Have you ever been deep in tax season, just wishing you could press a magic button and boom, clone your entire accounting team? Yeah, if you're nodding right now, you are definitely not alone. It's becoming super clear that the old playbook for staffing, it's just not cutting it anymore. So, okay, let's dive into this and really explore a much, much smarter way to scale.
So, does it feel like your firm is kind of permanently stuck in a pressure cooker? We're talking a constant boil of tight deadlines, a super frustrating talent shortage, and client expectations that, let's be honest, just keep on climbing. And this isn't just you. This is the new normal across the industry. Firms are juggling not just the books anymore, but high-stakes advisory, analytics, the whole shebang.
And this whole pressure cooker thing, it has some really painful symptoms, right? I mean, hiring is this slow, expensive grind. Your best people, they're on the fast track to complete burnout. Your most skilled accountants are just drowning in routine tasks when they should be doing that high-value advisory work. And, as everyone gets stretched thin, just keeping the quality consistent becomes a total battle. So here's the bottom line. The old solution of just hiring more people locally, it simply isn't working anymore.
And this is that exact moment, that turning point where firms are forced to ask, there has to be a better way, right? And the answer is a huge, resounding yes. The smartest firms are realizing the shift isn't about hiring more, it's about hiring smarter. And that means tapping into a global talent pool. Believe me, this is not some passing trend. It's quickly becoming an essential strategy for survival. So, what does hiring smarter actually look like? Well, top-performing firms, they're not just hiring more bodies, they're strategically building hybrid teams. Think about it like this. You're pairing your expert U.S. staff with dedicated global talent. Why? To completely demolish bottlenecks and make sure quality never, ever dips. This entire model is designed to create a more resilient, more flexible, and honestly, a wildly efficient operation. So what's actually in this modern hybrid team mix? Well, you've got offshore teams in different time zones, you've got nearshore teams for that real-time collaboration, you've got white-label partners who act as a silent extension of your brand, and you can even have specialized global accountants for really niche tasks. So with that in mind, let's break down the 3 big models you can start using right now. Okay, so now we're going to break down the 3 main models you can use to build out your global workforce. That's offshore, nearshore, and white label. Seriously, think of this next part as your strategic toolkit for building a firm that is absolutely ready to scale. First up, let's talk offshore. This is typically when you build a team in a completely different time zone. India is a major hub for this. And the why here is super compelling. You get access to this massive pool of highly trained pros with deep expertise in US GAAP and tax processes. But the real game changer, it's the overnight productivity. Work literally gets done while your US team is asleep. It's incredible. Next, you've got nearshore. Now, this model is your absolute go-to when you need real-time collaboration. We're talking about teams in the same or overlapping time zones, which is just perfect for tackling complex client questions, doing rapid-fire revisions, or any advisory work that needs that instant back and forth. It is all about maximizing speed and synergy. And finally, there's the white label model. Okay, this is like your firm's secret weapon for growth. You have a dedicated, behind-the-scenes team doing all the heavy lifting. But everything, and I mean everything, is delivered under your brand using your templates. So your clients just see seamless, high-quality work from you while you are scaling your capacity without anyone knowing. It's genius. Now, what's so great about looking at it this way is how it lays out your strategic choices. Offshore, that's your asynchronous engine, perfect for high-volume tasks that can happen overnight. Nearshore is your synchronous partner, built for that real-time teamwork. And white label? Well, that's your invisible force multiplier for expanding your brand. The ultimate strategy for a lot of firms is actually a smart combination of all 3. And look, it's really tempting to think this is all about saving money. And yeah, that's a nice benefit. But the real return on investment from a global team goes so much deeper. We're talking about a fundamental upgrade to how your firm operates. It boosts productivity and capacity in ways that a local-only team just can't match. I mean, just stop and let this sink in for a second. The work your team assigns at 5 p.m. is completed and just waiting in their inbox before they've even had their morning coffee. This isn't some minor tweak to your efficiency, it's a complete revolution in your workflow and your delivery speed. And this here illustrates that cycle perfectly. It's 5 p.m. in the US, your team finishes their day. They assign the next batch of work. Then, while they're offline, it's the start of the business day over in India, and your global team gets it done. By the time your US team logs on at 9 a.m., the completed work is right there, ready for their high-level review.
You've literally just created a seamless 24-hour productivity machine. And beyond that incredible speed, the advantages just keep stacking up. You get rock-solid, reliable execution based on your standard operating procedures, which boosts consistency across the board. This frees up your domestic team for that strategic, high-value client work they were actually hired to do. It gives you incredible stability during those insane seasonal spikes. And you know what? Ultimately, it drives more profit from every single client.
Okay, so I know the big question probably floating in your mind is, this sounds amazing, but how do you actually make it work without creating total chaos? Well, the key is a structured, disciplined integration process. This is not about just throwing tasks over the wall to some outsourcer. It's about methodically building a true, seamless extension of your own team. Any world-class partner is going to guide you through a clear blueprint just like this one. It always starts with a deep dive into your existing processes. Then, they align you with the perfect team mix for your specific needs. Crystal clear SOPs are developed to make sure your brand consistency is absolute. Secure infrastructure isn't just a feature, it is non-negotiable. And from there, it's all about establishing a daily rhythm for communication and finally, continuously tweaking and optimizing the entire system. It's a proven, methodical path to success. So, when you put all this together, where does that leave us? Well, the conclusion is pretty clear. The future of high-growth accounting is hybrid. This isn't some temporary fix for a busy season. This is the next operational chapter for any firm that's serious about thriving, not just surviving. And this right here is the thought I really want to leave you with. The firms that are bravely embracing global support today are the very same ones who will be scaling effortlessly tomorrow. They're building the capacity to handle more clients, to deliver faster, and they're doing it all without sacrificing quality or burning out their most valuable asset, their people.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. As you look at your firm's operations, your team's workload, and your biggest growth ambitions, is your firm currently built to just survive the next busy season, or is it truly designed to scale?